Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Have you ever considered the trees that bend in the wind but never break? The animals that adapt to changing seasons? The flowers that bloom in adversity? Welcome back to Biochemist Corner. I am your host, and today we are exploring the powerful link between gratitude, biochemistry, and Islamic wisdom. We will also discover how gratitude rewires your brain, influences neurotransmitter, and boosts well-being. So first, let's discuss what is a gratitude.
Gratitude or gratefulness is a virtue that people possess in various degrees. It can be described as one's measure of appreciation in response to someone else's good deeds and perhaps good thought as well. One can also be gratified by her or his own deed or thought too. But have you ever stopped to think about how powerful gratitude really is? Not just spiritually, but even scientifically? It's incredible how this simple act of being thankful can transform our lives, our health, and even our every cells. In Islam, gratitude is central to faith. The Quran repeatedly reminds us, if you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. But have you ever wondered how this ties into the science of life itself? I recently heard an interesting study that examined the lives of two groups of people, those who had won the lottery and those who had become paralyzed. Now, you might assume that a group of people who broke their backs would be less happy than the group of instant millionaires, but that's not what the study showed. 1 year after their supposed life changing events, both groups expressed the same levels of happiness. We often assume that our happiness or misery is directly connected to the things outside of us, our job, the people around us, the things we have or we don't have. But that's simply not true. Abundance does not come from things, abundance comes from a mindset. Feeling rich or poor has very little to do with what we actually have, but rather from how we think about what we have. Fortunately, we can counteract the scarcity mindset by developing an abundance mindset through simple practice that's gratitude. Let's take a closer look. Biochemistry, the study of the molecules that make life possible, tells us that gratitude isn't just an emotion, it's a biochemical process. Research shows that people who practice gratitude feel more happier, more positive, more awake and aware, and more self satisfied. Gratitude has been shown to help improve mood, reduce anxiety and depression. Research shows that gratitude releases serotonin and dopamine. These are the happiness and reward chemicals in your brain. Scientifically, gratitude activates the brain's reward system, increasing dopamine and serotonin neurotransmitters that boost mood and emotional health. A study by Dr. Alex highlighted how gratitude improves neural modulation, reducing anxiety and depression by strengthening the prefrontal cortex. When we practice gratitude, we are essentially strengthening the neural pathways of contentment and happiness. When we are in fear or scarcity mode, our brain turns on that fight, flight, freeze response. But when we think of gratitude, research shows that the hippocampus and the amygdala are activated. These parts of the brain can aid in emotional regulation, and they can help turn on that feeling of safety and contentment. It's the feeling of abundance. Basically, gratitude practice is a way to regulate the autonomic nervous system. Gratitude can turn on that parasympathetic response and it can reduce stress hormones like cortisol. When we feel gratitude, stress hormones cortisol drop, as shown in studies by McCarthy and his colleagues. When we regulate the nervous system, that has a big impact on reducing the symptoms of depression and anxiety. Thanks to modern imaging, researchers can see other parts of the brain that get activated by gratitude, and this includes the prefrontal cortex, which is partially responsible for managing negative emotions like guilt, shame, and violence. Gratitude can help you be more emotionally stable and resilient. Gratitude practice is connected to better immune health, reveals that strengthens T cells responses, boosting immunity. Less aches and pains. Additionally, the hypothalamus regulates improved sleep and immune function, essential for overall well-being. Feeling grateful even enhances cardiovascular health, reducing mortality by 9% according to a 2024 Harvard study. One study showed that when patients in pain thought of gratitude, they experienced less pain. And a deeper dig into the outcomes found that by regulating the level of dopamine, gratitude fills us with more vitality, and that helps reduce those feelings of pain. In general, more grateful people, more happier, more satisfied with their life, and less materialistic. Gratitude also improves relationships. Grateful people have better communication, more empathy, stronger interpersonal relationships, and they are more likable. Gratitude practice fires up the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. Gratitude triggers biochemical reactions, increasing the release of oxytocin. That's the bonding hormone, which enhances social connections. Simultaneously, dopamine pathways reinforce feelings of happiness. Your brain craves the experience of giving, and people who practice gratitude tend to feel more and more joy in doing good for others. So basically, gratitude makes people more nicer and makes them feel even better about being nicer. And studies of couples found that those who pays more thanks to each other had more trust, more loyalty, and longer lasting happy relationships. In other words, when you say Alhamdulillah, praising and thanking Allah, you are not just nourishing your soul, you are activating pathways in your brain that promote physical and mental well being. Isn't it amazing how modern science confirms what Islamic teachings have emphasized for centuries? This beautiful intersection of Islam and biochemistry teaches us something profound. Gratitude is not just an act of worship, it's a bridge between faith and the intricate design of life. So, next time when you feel thankful, whether it's for your health, your family, or the beauty around you, remember it's more than just a feeling, it's a divine and molecular miracle. You can simply practice gratitude whether through prayer, journaling, or simply reflecting on blessings. Gratitude is a very powerful force. It nurtures the soul, optimizes your health, and aligns your spirit with something greater. What are you grateful for today? Share in the comments and let's build a community of thankfulness. Spread the spirit of gratitude together. Comment below with one thing you are thankful for today.